Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I would like to show you how to knit this lovely stitch. I started a top for myself and I was just trying to find a way to give more room on my tummy area, because that area is larger, and when you're a plus size it's more comfortable if you have more room on the fabric when you're moving around. So I found this stitch and it's called, I'll give you the name, it's called Pleated. I think that's how I tried to Google and see how it's pronounced.
Pleated.
Pleated. It's called Pleated Stitch, or it's called Accordion because of the shape that you can see. So when I pull it, this is how it looks like. It looks flat, but because of the knit, how it's done, it's a magical way that creates this look. So today I am going to show you how to knit this stitch, and I'm just going to move this because I don't want you to get trapped. You know, the camera needs to focus. So I bought this yarn. I was thinking of making stuffed animals, but I felt this yarn wasn't soft enough. And I said to myself, okay, let me see. So what I did is I cast on. You need to cast on multiple of 8. I get these comments a lot. Like, please watch the tutorial carefully. Like, I always, if I don't, then you can ask. But I usually give the amount that you need to cast on or a chain. And I always get the question over and over. So what you need is you need to cast on multiple of 8. Plus 6 stitches. So I cast on 32 plus 6 here. So I'm going to make a scarf for the homeless, but I noticed the yarn is no good at all. No, it's not good. So I do not recommend this yarn at all. Look what happened. So I'm going to start knitting this, and I'm just thinking, what in the earth is going to happen, right? Because you put all your work into it and you pay so much money for this. With the shipping, it costs you a fortune, and then the time you start knitting it, working on it, like, this is not good. So I'm gonna give the thumbs down to this particular yarn. This is the number of the yarn. It's called Chenille Light 100% brown. So I'm giving a 0 because I just started to cast on. Sorry about that. I just started to cast on, and look what I'm facing. Okay, anyways, I just wanted to, so this is a review of the Ice Yarn Chenille Light. It's a brown color, and I gave you a number 65515. So don't buy this yarn. So what you need to do is you need to knit 2 rows. So the knitting needle is on the label. It says on the label. It recommends what knitting needle to use. So that's what I follow. So look at your yarn label and it will say which knitting needle you need to use. It says 4 to 5 millimeter knitting needle and just 3 weight. So just follow. And whichever knitting needle you feel comfortable with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knit total of 2 rows. I'm just going to slip this and then knit the 2 rows. So I'm going to go coming back, and I'm hoping that this will not, I don't know, because of this, right? Look what happened. It's just falling apart. This is not good. My God, it's making a big mess on my floor. So I'll be back, and oh my goodness. Yeah, I have to vacuum after I finish this. Who knows what? It's like knitting with Angora yarn. You have Angora all over your face, your mouth, even your hair. Inside your hair it goes in between. And I take a shower every day, and it's like, and I vacuum. See? Oh my goodness. Oh no, this yarn is not good. I don't want to throw this away. So I will work with it and we'll see what's going to happen. Just, yeah, I'll be back after. I'm sorry. I'm very disappointed. So I'll be back. I've been buying a yarn from Ice Yarn for years, and this is the first time this is happening. Oh boy. Okay, I'll be right back after knitting 2 rows. Okay, so I have I ended up putting this yarn with it because it was, I couldn't knit it. I had to cut that and throw it in the garbage because it was falling everywhere. So what I did is I did knit about 2 rows. I don't know what's happening to my camera. Here we go. I did knit 2 rows, so I'm going to start the pattern. So for the first, I usually don't knit because I want to have a nice smooth end. And what I do is I just slip this without knitting. And the first knit stitch that I am going to be knitting is 6. So I'm counting this. And I'm knitting Turkish style. Everyone asks me where's the yarn coming from. It's over my neck. I keep the tension here on my neck. I control it. So I'm going to knit 2. I'm counting the first stitch as well. 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I am using a smaller, I'm using the same needle because I want to have, because of the Chanel, I want to have it tight. And I believe this is a 5 point, I can't remember. It says it's an 8 US knitting needle, and it's a 5mm knitting needle. So because of this extra, it's going to be bulkier, but I want to keep it the same knitting needle because I want to have it tight. Okay, now it's going to be stronger. So this yarn is going to help. It's 100% acrylic, so it will help the yarn. Just to give you an idea, if you have any problems like this, I wanted to try it first, but it didn't work out. And because I couldn't knit. And so I did my 6, 2, 4, 6. Now I'm going to, I purlwise yarn on the front. Now I'm going to move the yarn to the back, and I'm going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going to turn the yarn on the front. I'm going to purl 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I'm going to knit yarn on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to purl yarn on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have done the first row. You can't see anything. We need to knit a couple of rows. So what you knit is what you see. So I see purl stitch. So like I said, I don't knit the first stitch. I just slip it like this, flip it. And we did purl, so we're going to do knit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you're going to notice that it's really hard to see. What I would highly recommend is for you to put a stitch marker. Let me just finish this row and I will show you. So I did my first 8, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just recount, always count. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, this was supposed to be a purl stitch. Can you see? 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm going to fix that. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to continue. I think these colors are nice, don't you think so? So I'm going to continue knitting what I see all the way to the end. So I'm going to knit my 8 purl stitches. Okay. And now we have 6 stitches left, so I'm going to knit them as well, what I see is what I knit. This is the wrong side of the work, just to point that out. Okay, so we finished our second row of the pattern. I'm not counting the two beginning. We did the knit stitches. Okay, so I finished this row. And I'm going to repeat this again. Now you will see the pattern is coming out. So we're going to knit what we see, 2 more rows. So knit from the front and knit from the back. And I will meet you at the back. And this is the reason I put the marker, so I know this is where I'm going to change my stitches. So every 4 rows we will change the stitches. And I will show you that in a bit, and I will come back to show you. Okay, so I have finished this row, and what we're going to do is we're going to change our stitches. To change stitches, now we're going to knit on this stitch here. So I'm going to skip this first stitch, and then I'm going to knit 1. So I count these 2, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, can you see what we did? So instead of knitting 6, we knitted 8. By knitting 8, we put these 2 stitches in between. So this makes that accordion, what's the other word? Pleated? Was it pleated? That we have changed, and it gives that nice fabric look. But this is going to be a thick fabric. Still, it will give you the 3D look, but and we'll see what's going to happen. The more we knit, the more we will see the difference. So we're going to continue knitting 8 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, oops, 3, my yarn is too long, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now can you see? Now we move the stitches further, so now we have these 2 purl stitches in between. And we're going to continue knitting. It's very hot and the yarn is stuck on my neck, so let me just knit it this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now we knit these 2 stitches, 7, 8. Knit twice, yarn on the back. Now we're going to purl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see the 2 stitches? We knit them as it is, the last 2 stitches. We knit them as it looks like. And now we're going to knit the last 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the back is, we knit what we see automatically, and then when we come back we continue knitting 8 knit, 8 purl, 8 knit, and we just knit. So I will come back after 3 rows to show you how to change, and we're going to repeat what we did. I think this color is turning pretty good. I'm happy I used this color. Yeah, it's turning pretty good. So I'll be right back after 2 rows, and then you can see the edge, how it looks like. It's nice and smooth. And I will be back. This is how it looks like from the back. Okay, so I have finished this row, and this is how it looks like. It looks like those fabrics that are on couches. I really like this. Oh my goodness, the more I knit. You never know what you make, right, when you mix colors with yarn. Gives you a nice texture. Okay, for this row we're going to go back what we did here. So we're going to purl the first stitch. I'm just passing, and then I'm going to purl 6 stitches total. Well, if we count the first one, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay, always count, go back and count. And then we're going to knit, yarn on the back, 8 stitches. So we're just repeating the first row. So 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry, went up. Okay. And then we continue knitting this for 4 rows. So every 4 rows we change it. It looks like a basket weave, doesn't it? Yeah, when you look at it, it's a basket weave, but with that number 6 and 8, when we move around, it gives you that nice texture. So always count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we knit 8 stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you will have again 8 how we started, 2, 4, 6, 8 stitches we purl, and you can see we purl the first 2 stitches. So those 2 first stitches, or the last 2 stitches, will give you this nice texture, just like this. Okay, so on the wrong side I knit what I see, and when I come to the right side I knit what I have knit just right now, and then I repeat this, and then when I come back I will show you how to change color, but I will knit a couple of rows to give you an idea how it looks like by changing colors. So I will knit a couple of rows and I will show you how to change it back to knit stitch, the 8 knit stitch. And meanwhile I will, now it looks straight, but when you hold it like this, the more I knit, you will see the difference of this stitch. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have knit 2 more boxes, I guess. And this is how it looks like. Can you see how it's folding because of these knit stitches? And then this part is going like this, and it gives you that accordion look, feel. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So I was here, and I finished this, and I knit this, and I knit this. So I'm going to go back to knit stitch. Remember, we started with the 6, so when we knit the 6, it's a purl stitch, and when we're knitting the 8 stitches, we're knitting knit stitch. Okay, so I'm going to change the stitches. So there's 6 stitches purl, so I'm going to change that to knit stitch. And I keep on doing that every 4 rows. I keep on changing. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8 is this knit stitch that folds it automatically. As you can see, the back gives you that look. And then you do purl stitches, 8 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can see the purl stitch, it folds. Can you see that? It gives you that look. 7, and then 8, and then I repeat this all the way to the end. 4 rows I knit the same stitch. So this is all to it, and I really like how it's turning out. So this is going to go for the homeless. It's going to be a scarf, and if I have yarn left over, I will make a hat. Okay, so I hope you like this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and happy knitting. Stay home, stay safe.